Welcome to game number 3 of the Sultan Smackdown. It is a play all 7 series, Beastyqt versus Puppypaw. And so far, Beasty is up 2-0 in this series, pulling out the Order of the Dragon. And if you guys know Beasty, this the HRE is one of his favorite civilizations. So this is the variant of them. Basically, everything they have is just like HRE, just a little stronger. And we'll get more into the details. And others on the other side, we've got Puppypaw playing as the Ayyubids. This is the Abyssid Dynasty variant that's going to be in the Sultan's Ascend DLC, which comes out this Thursday, or this Tuesday, the 14th. But tell them a little bit about the Ayyubids here, Crackety.
Yeah, the Ayyubids did the variant civilization for the Abyssid, and they come with like all of the things that you would expect from the Ayyubids, from the Abyssid variant civilization. They get a completely revamped kind of Golden Age system, as well as their wings are completely different. So instead of choosing one wing and going with it, every single wing actually has separate options for them that scale with each age. And it's a lot of very unique mechanics. And here we go. House of Wisdom is coming up here soon. Maybe we can take a look at the options there as soon as
there
that comes in.
There's all the Golden Ages. Yep.
Yeah, so we can see Tier 1 villagers are going to be gathering 10% faster. Tier 2 research speed plus 50%. Production speed 20% with the third one. Then siege units costing 20% less resources with Tier 4. And then Tier 5, 75 structures need to be built for that one. Camel units attack 20% faster. That's a lot of structures.
Yeah, I don't know if I've unlocked that one yet, even in some of these team games. I mean, 75 structures is a lot. But I really have felt, honestly, that Tier 2, the research speeds, where I've hit age, done a fast castle, and I was like, why is it taking so long to get some of these upgrades? It's like, oh yeah, because once you get this, it really speeds it up. And now you can see all those options. I'm not going to go through all of them right now. Again, I've got a beautiful little graphic in my Discord. You can see a link down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube later on, where you can look at all of the options and decide the best one for you. We'll see which one Puppypaw decides to choose. I think my favorite route so far has been the 3 free villagers you get with the economic growth, and then you can do a fast castle with the culture wing. So it's 40% less time and 250 less resources. So that's a fun little build you can do. You could do 3 villagers into, you could go for some dervish in order to get to the relics really quickly. There's so many options. I was actually for fun trying to see how fast I could age up last night, because you can actually technically do the cheap age up into the second age. And look, it costs 225 food, 125 gold, and I aged up at like the minute and 20 mark. But I was trying to decide, like, what can you do when you hit that? I mean, you hit the feudal age, but your economy's not exactly great. You can like train a horseman, but there's so many options you can try.
And by the time you reach horseman, your opponent's probably feudal age as well. And now Minework Palace coming out here from Beasty with 2 villagers. Now the villagers from the Order of the Dragon, they cost more, they take longer to produce, but they also gather faster, build faster, are a little bit tankier. So 2 villagers is roughly equal to like 3.5 villagers here on the age up. It's pretty similar to like a 4 villager timing here. On the opposite side, we see Puppypaw. He's aging up with the Trade Wing Bazaar. So yeah, he's going for the lottery. This might be the lottery into fast castle build.
And that was the other option I was going to talk about. Yeah, this Bazaar, guys. You'll see it. It is bizarre once it's done. It basically gives you... it's a lottery. Random trades you're going to get, caravans show up, and then you can choose to purchase units, use it to purchase resources. You can even get an option to purchase villagers, but I'll show you that once he hits the next age. But yeah, it's one of the most popular options right now with the Ayyubids.
You see, I'm looking where a scout is right now. It's behind the base from Puppypaw, but his base, he's actually running out of sheep here soon.
Yeah.
I say that, never mind, there was one hidden. Like, I saw his villagers clumping around like one sheep, but there was another carcass hidden there, so he's gonna be fine. But he actually has to move out to berries with some of his villagers. There's only like 2 carcasses remaining right now.
But at least he's got some fishing going on to kind of supplement that. But yeah, definitely.
Oh, we're gonna be seeing our first Order of the Dragon units coming out soon here. It's missing a little bit of wood for it, actually. Yeah, now he's sending more villagers onto wood because these units, they're expensive. Take a look at that stable.
Yeah,
Gilded Horseman, 200 food, 40 wood for a horseman.
Yeah, they are expensive, they're chunky, and they kick ass. So he's gonna get those out there. Of course, you got to micro and keep them alive because they're very expensive. But for Beasty, that'll be no problem. Puppypaw, on the other hand, is now in the next age. You can see the lottery. Right now, he can choose to buy food for gold. So 125 gold for some food, or he can buy some stone, so he can spend some gold to purchase some stone. So those are his options for right now. But you can actually see, did he use some of those already? Looks like
yeah, he used one of his points, so he got some Bedouin javelins out right now.
Yeah, okay, there. I was wondering why that wasn't glowing up. Yeah, so this is a unique unit for the Ayyubids. You can see here, you can only get this unit at the trade wing there at the bazaar. And it's a ranged infantry wielding a javelin to fend off lightly armored enemies. You can check out its stats there. It gets an additional +7 against light infantry. So it's not exactly like the Malian javelin maybe that you expect. But yeah, it's a pretty strong unit there. So you can basically go for your second TC without building a barracks. Look at that. He's got no barracks, no archer range, but he's got low defense here. But that's a good horseman. He's gonna need a little bit more than a few puny spears to throw.
And horseman, lots of HP here. Did survive the TC fire as well. But the second TC does go up unpunished, and behind this, I mean, the eco count right now, it's a little bit deceiving. Puppypaw has some ships in the middle, just a couple of fishing ships here gathering food. But Beastyqt's villagers also take longer to produce, but they're stronger, so it's like an equivalent exchange there, sort of. But now we can see the units from the look at that, the torch damage. It's actually very, very high. So
yeah,
the Art of the Dragon, they pay more for the units. Their units take 2 population space, but they come with more stats, a lot more stats, and one of the stats as well is going to be torch damage. So a lot of torch damage coming out here on that dog.
Yeah, and I already saw people talking in chat talking about what a cool build order for a 2 TC there. I'm going to, after the casted show match, go back into a few of these games, and we're going to break down, you know, what was the exact build, if there's something you see cool. So if there's something that stands out to you, let me know. We'll see which ones we end up reviewing. But yeah, definitely the Bazaar into 2 TC is going to be, I think, one of the quintessential builds here early on for the Ayyubids.
Exactly.
Okay, so right now
we're just running around.
Yeah, 2 TC. We see a bear's coming down. He's getting a lot of gold, so I really feel like Puppy's going to just move up towards the castle age here. Beasty, on the other hand, getting a fair amount of gold and food as well. So I think both these guys are macroing towards the castle age. We do see some more horsemen being trained there. The dock ultimately lives because of that Dow that was able to get trained up. So for right now, a little bit of peace out here.
Yep, horseman running into wood line. There's a single spearman there. That could easily get picked off. Puppypaw is getting so much gold right now, but he's gonna need food in order to age up. He's not been onto his berries at all yet. He has access to potential. He can hire traders, but it's so weird hiring traders because it's only 2 when you age up with it in the feudal age. And you're exchanging 125 gold for it, but the traders are already discounted for the Abbasid, or the Ayyubids here in this case. So it's not even that great of a value. You only save like 35 resources.
Here comes the skirmishers harassing the villagers, those dragon villagers. And yeah, and since they are more expensive, you get more value when you kill them. But for right now, did he ring the bell there? Is that what I heard?
Oh, he's getting more of them out as well. He just redeemed a couple more Bedouin skirmishers. Yeah. He's got 8 on the field right now. There's gonna be a ton more coming out. But the horsemen are gonna be able to do great. Oh my god, he's 3-shotting them.
Yep, look at him. Here we go. Boom! Yeah, this
horseman going down.
I don't know.
Lives, okay. And now the H-up is coming in. Regnitz Cathedral. Coming in here.
Yep, there we go. So the relic race is about to be on. Puppypaw is, he has the gold age up, but does not have the food right now. A lot of idle villagers and a lot of villagers on wood, so it'll be a little bit longer for him here. I guess he could buy some food theoretically if he gets the exchange, but I'd be a little bit surprised actually maybe even to see that.
Really good to see Beasty adapting here with the villager count as well for the castle age, only aging up with 5 villagers, roughly equal to 8 or 10-ish.
Yep. That's definitely going to be a hard thing to adjust when you play the Civ. Like, you got to remember, those villagers, they're villagers on steroids. They're really, HRE was already the Giga Chad Civ. These are the Giga Chad villagers. And he's got a bears coming down as well. So you're going to see those super awesome looking armored units coming out here very, very, very soon. And Puppypaw better get up to the next age. Let's see what age up. What do you think he'll choose? Culture Wing? Or seems like he's going for the full price.
Yeah, if he would have gone for
Military?
culturing, he would have already aged up, so it's gonna be something else. Maybe the villagers, it's gonna be 8 villagers, right? So that's a lot of value that you get out of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, yeah, it's the 8 villagers, okay.
That is really, really cool. So, you know, I talked about you could go to age 2, get 3 free villagers, or delay it, wait, go age 3 with it. He's going to get 8 villagers when he hits the next age. Look at his economy already. I mean, this is actually a hard thing to compare, actually, the villager counts between these two sims, just because of the dragon villagers, but 8 free villagers, that's pretty freaking awesome.
This is so beastie, by the way. As soon as the age up finishes, he's gonna send a lot of villagers over to gold. He's got an outpost there.
Yeah.
He's just gonna try to aim for really fast Imperial Age now behind this. As greedy as possible. Minimum investment in 2 units.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to be probably seeing a fast Imperial. So right now, Puppypaw is moving on up. He did go the eco route, so he's going to get that. By the way, it also gives orchards, and some people wonder, like, what's an orchard? It's these berry bushes. They're called orchards for these guys, but it's going to give them an additional food, so 100 additional food for the berries. Here's Spearman. He loses one. That's our first villager death. That's gonna be a dragon villager down.
Villager goes down, yeah. Every villager that killed from the dragon civilization is gonna be worth more in theory, having killed those. Now when Beastie goes up, it's gonna be the Palace of Swabia, and the Palace of Swabia is the same, pretty much, for the Order of Dragon as it is for normal HRE. But since you got these high-value villagers, it kind of makes it so much more worthwhile.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. We see Puppypaw continuing to train some of these skirmishers. He's really like that. He's got spearmen and skirmishers has been the composition. He saw how many villagers on gold, and like, you know what's going on there, right? It's either an age up or it's siege units, and it's probably an age up, right? That's what it's probably gonna happen here. Okay, so Puppypaw throwing down tons of buildings. Let's see where he is on his golden age journey. He has just hit the tier 2. You can see hitting 75 is a long
Spearman upgrade is coming in really quickly now. Veterancy on the spears.
Yep, because of that second golden age, he's got plus 50%. So yeah, he gets his upgrades really, really quickly.
40% on that. Puppypaw, he does have some spearmen, as Beastie is looking to dive onto those berry bushes in the back there. Spearman upgrade just coming in the nick of time. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Can they hold?
And it's going to be able to defend with that.
Yep. Yeah, talk about
Just
perfect timing. That extra speed. Okay, but Beastie now knows, like, okay, there's villagers. There's a potential raiding spot there, right? He'll be back. Trying to pick off a crossbow.
I think the timing might be off here for Beastie because he's probably used to, like, getting plus 40% instead of plus 25% with his eco.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the food. Like, this is going to be a relatively late fast Imperial Age. He's invested into Gilded Men-at-Arms. He's got 1 Gilded Landsknecht as well. I don't think his eco is strong enough here for a fast Imperial Age, but at the same time, I also don't think that his army is going to be strong enough. Landsknecht is getting 1 hit in. That was not enough damage.
Yeah, Puppypaw is trying to kill the outpost, but emergency repairs come in like they do. Look at those Gilded Man-at-Arms. Super shiny armor, but Puppypaw is not afraid. He continues to take that fight. But you can see how tanky they are. I mean, it takes so long to kill one of these units. So he's holding even with the very few units right now. And we thought he might go in for a fast Imperial, but for now, have to invest some resources into defense. He is grabbing up some of those relics out on the map and going to be continuing to work on that gold.
More units flooding out now from Puppypaw and Beastie. It feels like he just doesn't have the army count. Oh, is the relic gonna go down? The relic gets put inside.
Oh my gosh, he barely got it.
But look at the eco count right now. Puppypaw, he's on 88 villagers. These 8 villagers that he got on top of that with the second TC, it makes such a huge difference. Oh, he's gonna lose some now though.
I can't help but think too of like there's been a lot of time of BC's villagers kind of walking around, and you know, it's not as bad as like, you know, these weak villagers. Those are expensive villagers walking around. That's a lot of resources not coming in when that's happening. But a good raid right now from Beastie. I don't know if there's a few dead villagers there, so he's putting in some pressure, but at the same time, Puppypaw really diving in, commits that town center. We'll probably see a Wololo here, maybe not. Looks like he's going to perhaps lose another prelate, but he's got 3 relics. So he's got that one pretty much close. He'll get that with the next one, but he goes down for now. Can Beastie hold on? Right now, trying to raid, and the using the Gilded Horsemen to hit the Ayyubids on their berry bushes. Man,
At
1, 2,
least he managed to
3.
kill some villagers as well, but overall, like, Puppypaw is looking really, really strong right now. Now he's starting to build up some rams as well, gets his armor upgrades as well from the blacksmith now. These upgrades are going to be coming in faster as well. Only 40 seconds for these blacksmith upgrades instead of like an entire minute.
I really
Minute
feel
30 seconds, I think.
I really feel like I should have like said it was a requirement that if you played the Ayyubids, the only siege unit you're allowed to make is you have to at least start with open with 1 tower of the Sultan.
Not the Manjana?
You know, honestly, that I am torn between which one's my favorite because they're both freaking awesome. Like the flaming mangonels is really, really cool. The Tower of the Sultan though is just like the ultimate meme.
The Manjanic Mangonel is so strong when you try to take out farms. Like, you'd use 2 of them and you take down like 8 farms in an instant. Reminds me of like the old Mangonels where you're able to like hit a mill with 3 Mangonel shots and you take down all the surrounding farms before they got nerfed.
Yeah, so looking really strong for Puppypaw right now. Can Beastie hold on? 37 villagers versus 92. There are relics as well to consider. But right now, Puppypaw looking to be in a really strong position. Has not yet in the series got a single win on the board, so this could be a turning point for him. I'm sure he wants to win this. And
Beastie's
Rams.
moving in with his army. Lots of gilded men-at-arms, some Landsnation as well. Puppypaw is reacting. He's pulling back. He doesn't have his full army there yet. Just wants to kite with the crossbow for now. But this is going to be tough to kite.
Yeah. Oh.
There actually is a... what is that? That's not a Gulam. There's a... Can I click that? Come on, let me click that.
Which
It's a
unit?
Bedouin swordsman in as well.
Oh yeah,
that he-
yeah they are. They're very hard.
I'm not sure where he got that from.
That's at the House of Wisdom. Yep.
Yeah, but where do you get it from the House of Wisdom? Because
That's
he doesn't have the tickets
bazaar.
for it. Yeah, the bazaar, but he doesn't have the traders for it. He's only he can hire villagers, buy food, buy stone, get the Bedouin ones, but not the swordsman. That's kind of weird. Not sure how exactly he got that, but mysteries yet to be solved.
You know, we talk
With these
about that
civilizations.
Beastie using that Wololo to distract his opponent. He uses it to distract casters too. But there you have it. Game number 3. Puppypaw is finally going to get some points on the board, taking the win with the Ayyubids over the Order of the Dragon. And that will take us to game number 4 in our Playoff 7 series.